Another Sunflower Slugfest on deck for you tonight as the undefeated Raiders of Shawnee Mission South come to Olathe Northwest to take on the Ravens. Good to have you along. I am Tim Spurl. He is the Roo that authored the UMKC record book, Michael Watson. Michael, Shawnee Mission South undefeated, Olathe Northwest, a very good opponent. This has the makings of another good one.
It really does. Two close teams, longtime rivals. It's going to be a good game here tonight between these two squads.
We'll talk about Shawnee Mission South first. This is a loaded team, 11-0, a lot of stars, but maybe none brighter than Connor Kerrigan.
Yeah, the sensational sophomore, averaging 17 points, 11 boards, a walk-in double-double. He is really something special, still young, so his ceiling is through the roof.
7 double-doubles this season. And on the other side for Olathe Northwest, Gavin Popick.
I think it was Kurt Franklin who said, GP, are you with me? Gavin Popick, nearly 20 points a game, 2 steals, does it on the defensive side as well. You see last season, 13 all Sunflower.
Not going to want to miss this one. One of the best teams in 6A puts their undefeated record on the line tonight on the road in a hostile environment against Olathe Northwest. Tip-off coming up next on Spectrum News. Hey, let's turn those lights on. It's going to be loud.
Yeah,
from Olathe Northwest.
Let's go. I'm ready. I am ready.
Undefeated. Shawnee Mission South comes to town to take on Olathe Northwest. And Michael, Olathe Northwest, this is a team that just 2 weeks ago was in the coaches' top 10 rankings. They fell out after a couple of losses, but a really good opponent and definitely a chance to see how you size up with one of the best teams in the state. This is going to be an awesome environment.
I'm sorry, I'm in the crowd. I'm ready. I'm looking at Coach McFall like, just give me a uniform. I got 2 or 3 good threes in me. This is an amazing environment out here in North Wichita / Olathe.
I see what you did there.
You see what I did there?
I see what you did there.
Yeah. West Lawrence.
Got the makings of another classic in the Sunflower as the opening tip will be controlled by Olathe Northwest in those all-white uniforms. Shawnee Mission South in those all-blacks.
You can tell the energy is already in the building. Both teams know each other. Right inside, the block by DeBond from behind.
And then big J.J. Lee is going to pick up his first personal foul. And as soon as we get this game rolling, Michael, that is a storyline immediately. They do not want J.J. Lee to get into foul trouble.
The 6'11" senior gets it blocked from behind by DeBond, the football player, but I know his mama. She's a baller at UMKC back in my day, El Boogie.
Baseline, that's Kerrigan going to work. And this pass for DeBond is intercepted, and then they throw it off him out of bounds. Shawnee Mission South led by the aforementioned Brett McFall. Season 18 for Brett McFall on the sideline.
Brett's not that old. There's no way Brett McFall has been here 18 years. There's no way. Get it right, Joe.
Lee. Christensen gives it up.
You see the great help side defense. Shawnee Mission South, they'll play. Whenever you got a coach who played at the top level, one of the top high school players, that is out of bounds, it'll stay with South. It's going to be a level, an expectation level that's through the roof.
Olathe Northwest led by David Gonzalez. He's been around the block.
Oh, my goodness.
His 3rd season here, but very successful at his previous stops, including Harmon. Griner pulling up from the mid-range.
That was nice. Griner with the lost art of the mid-range jump shot, getting South. Well, the Ravens on the board.
It's going to be a defensive battle as Popick comes up with the steal.
GP!
Coast to coast, he couldn't finish. Kerrigan forcing the issue all the way to the rack. He missed it inside.
You see both teams not afraid to get up and down the floor. Let's see if this pace will settle down with just under 2 minutes gone in this first quarter.
Lee already playing with one personal. Too strong, tipped up before Connor Kerrigan, the 6'6" sophomore, controls the rebound.
Well, J.J. Lee, he's going to get triple teamed every time he gets the ball in the offensive post. Can't bring it low. Got to keep it up top. And that one is missed. Lee with the rebound.
He's averaging nearly 8 boards a game inside to go along with 10.5 points a game. Popic. Christensen left unguarded, left it short. Allen.
In this 2-3 zone, as DeBon takes the jump shot, he's just short. This zone right now, South having a problem. Figured it out on the offensive end as the Ravens push up the floor.
Popic will attack that baseline. Open three, Christensen. And another rebound pulled in by Kerrigan. 11 rebounds a game for Connor Kerrigan. Said it in the pregame. 7 double-doubles already in the first 11 games.
Well, he just gets it done for his squad, whatever they need, especially on the boards.
DeBon, he'll fire a 3.
Hey, oh, in and out. Good board.
How about another one? Open look. That one also not there, and J.J. Lee pulled it in, but a foul on the floor is going to go against Northwest. Cash Christensen picks up his first personal. Two teams, Michael, very similar. Play defense really well, also rebound very well, but that's been evident already.
Absolutely, and both teams want to push the tempo, but a little change on the defensive side for the Ravens as they play a 2-3 or 2-1-2 zone, whereas South is strictly man-to-man.
Another big rebound, DeBon inside. Keeps this possession alive. South trying to pay it off. Baseline, good look.
That was a good look down low. DeBon to Connor Kerrigan for the score.
Kerrigan averaging 17 a game, and DeBon, his running mate, averaging just under 10 a game. Conrad will fire.
Oh, Conrad from deep.
Mid-range on the other side isn't there. The tip won't fall. How about one more try inside?
Oh, big rebound. Jaden Sauter with a nice offensive board and putback.
Shawnee Mission South has got plenty of size inside. Popic, tough shot.
Ooh! Oh my goodness, GP, the nice pull-up with the fade to it.
He's the engine, 20 points a game for Gavin Popic.
Look at him, and he's so hyped right now. 3 on the way, let's go!
Brody Featherston an answer in a timeout with 3:05 to go in the opening quarter.
Oh my gosh. It has been all energy and bombs away in this first quarter. Take a look right here. Gavin Popic, watch the fade in the pool. I mean, that is next level. Give him the mean mug stink face coming back. And then on the other end, Brody Featherston knocking it down from deep as a timeout is called by South.
Hey, I've got some filthy numbers for you on Brody Featherston. He's a shooter, Michael. You're going to like this. On the year, a 48% three-point shooter, unconscious.
That's what I'm talking about. Load the clip, let it fly, baby. And you know when you're playing for a coach like Brett McFall, who was a shooter, a sniper in his day. He wants his guys to get up and down. They have the look, take the shot.
And that's not an inflated number. He leads this team in three-point makes. So not only does he shoot it phenomenally well, he also shoots a lot of them.
That's when you hear coach in the background, shoot the ball.
You're going to hear that all night.
From us.
5 minutes gone in this opening quarter from Northwest. Daryl Jean into the game. Popic got fouled. by Ben Allen.
You know what I love? Though these both teams can shoot the ball, they both get after it defensively.
Yeah.
You can see the intensity of the attention to detail. See man, see ball, always in good help side position. Both teams very well coached.
Hey, would you believe me if I said only one of the last 4 opponents against Shawnee Mission South has topped 40 points?
Oh, I can see it. Look at it. I mean, you can see it right here. The way they help each other on the look at this top out by Sauter. And he has nice size out front.
Yeah, points are going to be at a premium. Pop!
Thrown off the window. Oh, my gosh.
And on the baseline, that one not there, but it comes out and will stay with Shawnee Mission South. Oh, you could hear this reverberating in the parking lot.
Watch Drake come over. Give me that off the glass. Devon with the rejection for South. Oh, man, showing some hops right there.
Told you they got size. Devon goes 6'6", Kerrigan 6'6", Sauter 6'7" inside. If you're going to take it into the paint tonight, you better check your 6.
Absolutely.
A discussion before the inbounds. It was clear that it went off of Northwest. I'm not sure what the discussion's about. Maybe the shot clock. That could be the only thing I can imagine they'd be discussing.
The official got that Kenny Rogers hair going on.
How you like that?
Man, I'm with that.
It's a throwback.
A little jealous, but it's just flowing locks. Him and Drake.
Not that ref.
Him and, no, not that one. Not those two guys. The one by the scores table.
You'll just have to trust us. So discussion continues. That's the only thing I could think that they would be talking about was whether or not they should have reset the shot clock. And it doesn't appear that they'll mess with it. So a full 35 for Shawnee Mission South to work with. Featherston.
Ooh.
An offensive rebound, but unable to finish in close with Sauter.
Yeah, Sauter was right there, just short-armed it, but you see what he wants to do on the offensive and the defensive glass.
Into the corner, Popick fading away, mid-range, won't roll in. A fight for the rebound, stays alive for Northwest. Corner!
Oh, my God!
Erased this time by Jaden Sauter.
Oh, Sauter just coming through and slaughtered it. Watch the closeout right here. Thought he was wide open. Waters like, Sauter, give me that, boy! Oh, my gosh. Right in front of his pops, too, on the front row. Try to send it to him on the front row.
Tell you, this might be one of the longest lineups in the state.
You're right. They have some size and athleticism to go in it.
Gene had to pick up his dribble.
How they play defensively. I mean, 13 seconds on the shot clock. You're going to work offensively. GP going through, pull up.
That's a tough shot, and another offensive rebound and a foul. Cash Christensen chased it down. Good hustle from the 6'4" sophomore.
Cash, that's what I'm talking about.
And Olathe Northwest is not small. They've got size too, but again, tough to quantify how big Shawnee Mission South is. Gene spinning in the paint, cut off. Dangerous pass. Underneath, good dish, and a blown layup from Nick Waters.
Yeah, he was wide open, just not under control.
McKenna.
Oh! Yo, they're playing the Golden State way right now. Like, they're trying to get a 3 up before 5 seconds off the shot clock.
He can shoot it too. Max McKenna, a 40% clip on the year.
Oh, man. This is the kind of coach you want to play for. Near turnover.
Nearly take it away. Schlittenhard all the way to the rack, and he got fouled. And you're starting to understand why only one of the last 4 teams has topped 40 points against Shawnee Mission South. Metro Academy only scored 39 on Tuesday. St. James a week ago only scored 30. Gardner Edgerton only scored 37 against Shawnee Mission South. The only team to top 40 was Shawnee Mission North. They scraped together 44, but they lost by 23.
Yeesh.
Yeah, this South team is no joke. Schlittenhard rolls in that second free throw to split the pair. And South can hold for the last shot of quarter one.
Man, these two teams back and forth, the intensity on both sides of the floor. Low scoring game, but it's been a whole lot of action.
Gregory taking his time, waiting for the signal. 10 seconds. McKenna driving. McKenna's runner not there. Popick, short. We're at the end of one. 10-8. And just like we had a feeling it might be, very defensive in the first 8 minutes, Michael Watson, but tight nevertheless.
It really has been. Both teams doing a great job on the defensive side, as well as limiting offensive possessions. For the Ravens, they've done a great job, I believe, in getting second chance opportunities. But then for Shawnee Mission South, they're doing a great job pushing the tempo and trying to make the Ravens match their energy. They're going to shoot anytime they're open. You have to love that confidence that the coach has in his players.
You are watching the Hy-Vee High School Game of the Week on Spectrum News. Hy-Vee is a proud sponsor of high school athletics in the Game of the Week on Spectrum News. Tim Spurl, Michael Watson alongside. Low scoring opening quarter. That has been the mantra for Shawnee Mission South, doing it defensively. Olathe Northwest, we said it also at the top. They also play some pretty good defense themselves, Michael. And the foul situation, you would imagine, is going to be something to keep an eye out for when you have a couple of physical teams that board well, that really have got some of their best players in the paint.
Absolutely, but I think both teams play a lot of players as well, and so I think coaches will kind of be like, hey, you know what, go out there and give them what you got. You got 5, next man up. And take a look at Coach Brett McFall for South. Man, you can just tell they take on their coach's personality.
Featherston gets it right back and fires a 3. J.J. Lee back into the game, and it's hard to miss him when he's on the floor.
I mean, he just takes up so much size down low. So they didn't get him to touch on the inside going up against Kerrigan.
Griner. Had to pick up his dribble. And now that shot clock hits 10. Popick's got to go. Christensen forcing one up. Lee can't tip it home.
Right there, just a little too strong.
Dangerous pass is tipped out. On the other side, though, Olathe Northwest has also frustrated Shawnee Mission South, Michael. And I know we keep talking about how good Shawnee Mission South is defensively, but the Ravens are also making life difficult down here.
Absolutely, and I think this zone, it kind of fools you into thinking you're open, but the way the Ravens have been closing out and then limiting possessions has been big.
Right in the middle, around J.J. Lee goes the 5'11" Kalen Gregory.
Well, he got him off the ground with a nice pump fake, and Lee went for it, and a quick shot off the glass.
Lee going to work inside, almost had it stripped. And this one is going to stay underneath with Northwest. J.J. Lee fortunate not to come away with his second.
Well, at the other end, the last time down the floor, watch this pump fake. Get the big fella off the ground with a nice lay for Gregory.
Christensen got it spiked away.
Yes. Man.
And it stays with Olathe Northwest, sorry.
Who was that?
That was Kerrigan again.
Kerrigan? My goodness.
Again, life is not going to be easy in the paint. Another block! Oh, DeBon erased it!
What?
Featherston. McKenna into traffic and a whistle before the shot. And a foul is going to go against Gavin Popick.
I need that hat right there.
Oh, J.J. Lee.
Right back.
But South hangs on to possession. McKenna. They try to lob for Kerrigan, but that's too tall.
Yeah, good thought.
6'6" sophomore.
Good thought initially. That high-low will work against that zone. Lee covers so much space inside. You want to try to get him extended out to the free throw line if possible.
They're already trying to put a stress on J.J. Lee defensively, making him move a lot inside. Popick spinning, dishing, but that pass taken away. So much traffic down there in the paint. Open three, McKenna. And another offensive board. Gregory thought about it. DeBon had that stripped away, and it's going to stay with South.
Not a lot of room there if you're trying to drive against that zone for DeBon that time. Fortunate that he didn't turn that one over.
Drake DeBon stands 6'6", and he is starting to get some major football offers. One of the best tight ends in the area. But he's also a 3-year starter for South on the court as this mid-range makes it a 6-point lead.
And that shot is going to be open against that zone if Lee doesn't come out to defend it.
Tips, J.J. Lee tried to tie it up, but DeBon wrestles it away.
I swear, looking at Drake DeBon is just like looking at his mother 25 years ago. It's amazing how much he looks like her. Oh, Mom, getting old.
DeBon got it back, couldn't score. Rebound tipped around. Lee had it for a second, and Kerrigan chases it down.
Man, just the extra effort from South to keep the ball alive.
Reach and foul. Shawnee Mission South, Michael, has not scored, or sorry, Olathe Northwest rather, has not scored in this second quarter yet. And we are nearly halfway through it. But even Shawnee Mission South, they've only scraped together 4 points themselves.
Yeah, it's been a defensive battle by both teams. But South trying to figure out this zone. They know they can shoot it against it. Sauter, that's a little too hard.
Olathe Northwest still looking for their first points of this second quarter. Griner tried to handle Lee again, and an offensive foul is going to give it right back to South.
Yeah, Sauter standing in, man. I love watching this kid play. He is 100% go at all times. Take a look, coming off his man, taking the charge, just doing the dirty work. Gotta love that. You got a player on your team like that.
whistle before, and a foul again on Northwest. Schlittenhard picks up the personal. Inside to Bond. A lot of traffic around him, didn't matter.
Yeah, nice finish. Way to catch it, gather, and go up strong. Waters for three. Oh!
This one is tipped up and in. A couple of guys in the area. Schlittenhard may have gotten the tip. And that's the first bucket of the quarter for Northwest. And now DeBon hitting the deck. South trying to get a timeout. Instead, they're going to call a jump and give it back to the Ravens. Not only was Brett McFall trying to take a timeout, one of the South players was trying to signal timeout as well.
Yeah, and Coach McFall saying, "Did you hear me? Did you hear me?" But there's no way you're going to hear him in this crowd.
And a chance for Olathe Northwest to get within 6. A foul on DeBon. That is his first personal. Plenty of whistles, but nobody in any real foul trouble yet. I don't know that anyone has more than one personal so far. Kennard. Again, a steal on an entry pass.
And it seems like South, as I get to saying something, they figure it out right there, getting it to the short corner for the jump shot.
Kerrigan, another bucket, this time from the mid-range, and it's an 8-point South lead. This is what they do to opponents. They've done it all season.
It's on the defensive end. I mean, they can shoot it, but the way they play defense, my goodness, it's contagious. Look at that. Winning your one-on-one matchup at the top of the key. Inside to Lee. As soon as you put it down, 3 on the floor. Nice drop off.
A foul from behind as DeBon just picked up his second personal.
Take a look at it right here. Good drop off right here by Lee. He gets 3. Man, that looked like a lot of ball, but may have gotten him on the head.
Well, Northwest has only shot 3 free throws, but just 1 of 3 from the line. In a game where points have been few and far between, that doesn't help your case. One more coming from Daryl Jean. In an empty trip, and Northwest is now 1 of 4 from the foul line. Ben Allen.
Well, a short corner and a high post is going to be open against this zone.
Good ball movement.
But you see the zone as a 3 from the corner is good! Sauter turns around and has some nice things to say to the student section.
Jaden Sauter.
Oh my goodness.
Fired up, coming away after that 3, and as soon as he hit it, he let the students know about it.
Absolutely, you talked about it. Great ball movement right here. Sauter from the corner, knocking it down, and then turns to the student section and says, "Thank you for the vote of confidence," because that's exactly what he said.
And just like that, Shawnee Mission South back up 11, 21-10. They have outscored Olathe Northwest 11-2 in this second quarter. And this is, again, this has been the name of the game all year. Solid defense, good ball movement. They move really well off of each other. It's a very balanced team scoring the basketball. Only one team this year has played Shawnee Mission South within 8 points. Man. 10 of their 11 wins have come by 9 or more. That's outrageous. And 9 of the wins have come by double digits.
It's the way they play defense. They are sold out and locked in on the defensive end.
Open 3. And if you're going to take down Shawnee Mission South, you've got to knock down open looks.
Yeah, that's a good look by Conrad. Just a little too strong. Thought he had it on the initial kick out.
Kerrigan. Allen with 10 on the shot clock. Sauter hit a 3 moments ago. Now a long 2 is off.
Nice move, though. The behind the back into the pull-up J. I didn't know he had that in his bag.
Ravens need some kind of a spark going into halftime.
You're right. They need something offensively. 13 on the clock. Gene turns it over.
And that's where a bulk of the turnovers have come, is in or around the paint. South can hold for the last shot. Burns using a screen. Kerrigan at it poked free with 4.8. It stays with South.
It's so cool watching Coach John McFall as assistant to his son. Uh-oh, wide open.
Featherston can't hit. Kennard doesn't beat the horn. It wouldn't have gone anyway, and we are at halftime. Shawnee Mission South holds Olathe Northwest to 2 second quarter points, and they have themselves an 11-point lead at the break. Impressive first half showing from the Raiders, 11-0 on the season, and they look dominant in the first 16 minutes. The host team looking for a spark in that locker room. David Gonzalez has got his hands full with the number 2 team in Kansas 6A. South will start with the basketball and that 11-point lead. As this one hit the rim, they were trying to lob it into Kerrigan, but the pass too high.
That was a good look initially. That was a call set out of the half. Just hit the rim.
Lee Christensen, he's a shooter. Griner from the mid-range over everything. He thought he got fouled. And David Gonzalez is saying it was blocked. Michael, that looks bizarre. I don't know. That doesn't seem like a regular shot. Well, maybe it was. He got hit on the hand, but
got hit on the follow-through, but no touch of the ball.
So, yeah, just an errant shot. Burns had to pick up his dribble. And this pass tipped and taken away. Griner got a hand in there.
Yeah, it's not a good pass by Drake DeBond.
Open, Kennard. J.J. Lee pulls it in, but then he gives it right back. Ben Allen hitting the deck, keeping it alive.
And J.J. Lee has to be stronger with the ball, especially on the rebound. They're just taking it out of his hands whenever they want to.
Back into that 2-3 zone. It's caused some turnovers, and it causes another here. Popick trying to force his way. J.J. Lee couldn't flush it. Popick is fouled. J.J. Lee was there.
Yeah, take a look. Nice drop off by Lee. Just gets stuffed by the rim and then misses the follow-through, the follow-up.
Fortunately for Northwest, though, Popick found his way to the line as he didn't give up on the play. That was also another issue for Northwest in the first half. 1 of 4 from the line in the first half. Gavin Popick did not get to the line in that first half, and he's 2 for 2 in this third quarter, and that makes it a 9-point game again. Meanwhile, Shawnee Mission South has turned it over the last couple of trips down the floor.
Yeah, just not getting solid looks at the basket.
Baseline jumper is pure. Thomas Burns.
Every time I say that, they get a really good look at the basket, and it's always in that short corner against the zone.
Griner using a high screen. Christensen got fouled. Brett McFall didn't like the call, letting his opinion be heard.
Oh, man. Take a look at it right here. Nice spin move. Nice body stop. And I thought McKenna played really good defense with the block.
You know what? He might have a point.
Yeah, and I think Coach McFall has a point. He's telling the official right down, right in front of us, he wasn't straight up. As Cass Christensen misses that first one.
These free throws have already loomed large as Christensen splits this trip. Nearly turned over again, and it's been the same guy. Merritt Griner has been a pest defensively in this third quarter.
Yeah, he's really playing, extending all in that zone. Just because you're in the zone doesn't mean you can't play good on-ball defense, and he's doing that so far in this third quarter.
Kerrigan turning around on the baseline, left it short. Body's hitting the deck, and Christensen was able to shovel it away to Griner. And now he gets bumped near midcourt. That's another quick foul. That's 3 already against Shawnee Mission South in the first 2 minutes and 41 seconds of this third quarter. And that's also the third foul on Max McKenna as he's going to come out of this game. Worth repeating, though, Northwest does not have a field goal still in this third quarter. All points have come from the foul line. Popick fading, tough shot.
Ooh, that was nice. Man, he has a wonderful looking pull-up jump shot. Whenever he's able to get to his spot and raise up, it's money.
Kerrigan got to get rid of it. Catch and shoot.
Oh! Ben Allen.
And a timeout taken by Brett McFall after Ben Allen buries the 3. Comes from a very strong lineage. His mom, Kate, they called her the best female basketball player in Shawnee Mission South history. And her son buries an open look.
Yeah, flamethrower right there as he got the cup treatments on his shoulder, getting him ready, loosening it up. As he took a look inside the huddle for the Raiders. It is so funny watching Brett McFall coach, because in his mind, he's still playing out there. He just never really stopped. He's so fired up, and his players play just like he did. And right now, they're dominating it defensively.
Tenacious, I think, is a good way to describe it, man. Offense doesn't always look pretty, but defensively, they have brought it every single possession. I mean, the numbers, when you break it down, are insane. Olathe Northwest only has 2 field goals converted since the first quarter. It has been a tough road for Northwest because, again, this Shawnee Mission South team, they get after it defensively. But I told you as well, the numbers reflect that. Teams struggle to break 40 against Shawnee Mission South. It's just a well-coached team. They've got next-level players, don't forget it, but very well coached, and it's been evident. Griner, extra pass, Christensen. He's their shooter. Allen running the floor.
Nice. And that's what South can do. Rebound, fast break, finish, and 2 passes.
It's suddenly a 13-point lead, biggest lead of the game for Shawnee Mission South. J.J. Lee, a whistle and a foul against Kerrigan inside.
We'll take a look. Rebound, 1 dribble, 1 pass.
Ooh, what a pass.
Allen just caught it in stride, able to finish. I thought he was taking those dunk steps at first.
That was a beautiful outlet. Popick fading, baseline. Another tough shot.
With the fade, though. Oh, my goodness. That is a tough. If you're right there, you're really not right there, because when he fades back, it's just a shot you cannot get to.
Step back. Featherston short. And a rebound chased down by Kennard. And a chance to get back within single digits here if you're Olathe Northwest. They've only hit 1 3 in the game. Lee backing down.
There you go, big fella.
That's what Northwest has been looking for since the opening tip, and they finally get it.
Absolutely, and then defensively, see South usually brings 2 or 3 players. That time left it 1-on-1, and you see the big is able to get it to the bucket as that is deflected out of bounds. It'll stay with the Raiders. Take a look right here. Last couple of, but watch this fade right here, though. Gets to his spot and just a little fade back, knocking it down. Then the next time down the floor, getting inside to J.J. Lee. Puts it on the floor and just chests right up to Kerrigan and gets it to go.
Good ball movement again. Open 3 in the corner is short. But it was beautiful movement. Sauter just couldn't hit the 3, and now Olathe Northwest getting into a little bit of a rhythm offensively in a big possession right here. Chance to make it 7 or 6.
Yeah, I'm looking for Gavin Popick if I'm the Ravens. Try to get my best player some looks, get him going offensively.
Popick, he'll fire. Over the backboard. You don't mind that shot, though.
No, he has to shoot the ball. Miss or make. He's one of the best player on the team, so got to get some shots up for sure.
And he's been shooting it well, hitting tough shots from the mid-range. That was his first 3 he's taken in the game. This one got partially blocked. It's going to come out. No, that should stay with South. And the bench erupts. I saw it blocked in real time. And now they do let it stay with South. This was definitely blocked.
Yeah, definitely was blocked, but the official's looking at the flight of the ball. I don't know if he saw that initially on the bottom official. Got some help from his guys.
Allen.
Hey, Allen. Gotta love it, talking about block that one then.
Hey, Ben Allen is starting to cook in this 3rd quarter. Popick is 2.
Oh.
They're not going to count it.
Take a look. Allen got it blocked initially, went right back, same spot, different result, knocking it down. 4-3, and South out to a 12-point lead right now.
Ben Allen with a big 3rd quarter. Popick, his 2nd time to the line in this 3rd quarter as Gene will re-enter. one rattles home. Back to a 10-point game once again. This is where it's hovered since the second quarter. Catch and shoot.
Sauter just a little too strong. Talking to his father, Jason Sauter, at half. He said, hey, Jaden got that bag. As
Lee, another offensive rebound. J.J. Lee can't score the first time.
There you go,
but he
big
can
fella.
The second time.
There you go, staying with it. If he gets even a little bit aggressive, it'll be a different game for the Ravens.
Olathe Northwest has found a bit of a fire here in this third quarter. Finally starting to score the basketball. They reach in on Daryl Jean. And a big third quarter for Ben Allen. Gives us a chance to look at what he's done tonight.
Yeah, and it's been great from outside for BA. This time on the break before knocking down the three, and then from the corner, got it blocked initially, went right back and able to knock it down.
Here, he loses it out. So as soon as we talk about him, Ben Allen gives it back to Olathe Northwest. And a chance for Northwest to get this back to 2 possessions right here. Michael, they had 10 points at half. They have more points than that in the first 7 minutes of this third quarter.
They found their rhythm on the offensive end. They get a score here. It's a different ball game.
Waters trying to force his way in, and another foul is called on the take. And Nick Waters will be at the line. This has been the roller coaster, though, inconsistency at the foul line. But this is a golden opportunity for Nick Waters and Olathe Northwest.
Free throws and layups comes down. The difference between wins and losses. We've seen it for years. Who can knock down your free throws? And Waters knocks down that second one.
A 9-second difference between shot and game clock. Jean tipped it into the backcourt. Halfway through this shot clock.
Yeah, about 9-second shot clock to game clock differential. Allen.
And a foul. And maybe most importantly here, they're going to go ahead and shut the shot clock off.
I thought that was a hook on Allen. The bottom official called that one.
So a big foul, and now Northwest may not get another look in this third quarter. Allen, he's been cooking in quarter 3. Here he gives it up. Sauter through traffic. Great look, Gregory.
What a pass.
Ben Allen dominated in that third quarter, and he picks up a big dish and a good finish by Kalen Gregory at the end of that third quarter off the Sauter find. And Shawnee Mission South leads by 9 at the end of 3 quarters.
Yeah, nice look down low. Lee came to help. And a nice find, but Northwest clawing their way back in that third quarter, getting it going offensively.
It gives them some life. I know it's a 9-point game to open up this fourth quarter, but definitely signs of encouragement for Olathe Northwest. I mean, that tells you everything you need to know. Nothing in the first half, and then looking like themselves in that third quarter.
They really did put together a nice third quarter. You saw J.J. Lee get involved, the big guy for the Ravens, have a couple of nice buckets on the offensive end. Now it's going to come down to, can they stop the Raiders on the defensive end?
Hey, you are watching the Hy-Vee High School Game of the Week on Spectrum News. Hy-Vee is a proud sponsor of high school athletics and the game of the week on Spectrum News. And a big fourth quarter coming for both these teams. Shawnee Mission South trying to stay undefeated. And Olathe Northwest trying to prove to themselves that they can play with the big boys. Their 3 losses have been to 3 really good teams. This is a chance to get on the right side of one of these big games. But they'll have some work to do. Runner off the side of the backboard and a charge call.
Yeah, wow. Sauter standing in again for his second charge taken tonight. Let's take a look right here. Going baseline helps off. Man, that's a tough call because you got to give the player room to land.
And this one is going to get deflected out and stay with South. Drake DeBon has been quiet in this second half. But the other stars have too. Ben Allen had 8 of the 12 in that third quarter for Shawnee Mission South. He was the offense. Open look, Gregory around it off. Offensive rebound, DeBon, and he is fouled from behind.
Yeah, it's so tough down low. You mentioned he's a football player. So you know that toughness is going to be there, but also those strong hands and ability to snatch those rebounds.
Drake DeBon picked up an offer from Illinois State, and I have it on good authority that Wyoming came by to visit with Drake DeBon earlier this week. No official offer yet, but again, the guy's only a junior. He's only going to continue to amass D1 football offers like they're Pokemon cards for the next year.
Pokemon cards.
You like that?
I like that.
You like
one.
that?
Pokemon cards. I'll see what you did there.
I like to dip into pop culture.
I'm with you. I'm with you.
Popick doesn't get the roll. Sauter trapped. Featherston open.
Hey, boom! They do not hesitate to pull that 3 on the break.
Brody Featherston, Mr. Automatic, his second 3 of the game. The 48% three-point shooter has got the Raiders back up 13.
Student section loving it for the Raiders. Quick 30-second timeout, but watch the ball movement. It doesn't stick long, inside out. Featherston knocking it down for 3 to pull the lead back up to 13.
Boy, talk about a guy in Brody Featherston. 48% three-point shooter, one of the best shooters probably in the state. He is a starter on just about every other program. As a matter of fact, he was a starter on this team last year, but they put him on the bench. Now he comes off the bench, doesn't care, man. All he does is go out, hit threes. He's doing it enthusiastically. I mean, that's some maturity shown by a senior to go from a starter to suddenly the bench. But he has not taken it personally. All he does is continue to show up in big moments for his team.
It's all about the team. You're gonna get your opportunity.
And now a foul is called up top, and that's going to go against DeBon. And that is the 4th on Drake DeBon, as his night has been abbreviated due to that foul trouble. Northwest needing a bucket.
Ooh.
Popick. Griner has to give it back to Popick. Tough mid-range. And a good rebound inside by Kerrigan. Had to muscle a couple players off. Stepping back, Featherston thought about it. Open, Gregory. Not there. That would have been a big 3. Would have pushed it to 16 instead. Northwest has a pulse, but they have got to flip the switch again offensively. J.J. Lee backing in, finishing. Are they going to count it? No, now they're going to call an offensive foul.
Wow. Oh, I mean, yeah, it definitely was a flop. Sorry, Mom.
David Gonzalez was animated, asking for a flop after that call. And seeing that replay, you understand why he was asking for it.
Yeah, definitely sold it to the official.
Been a frustrating night for J.J. Lee to this point. Gregory, baseline, but a charge call again.
Yeah.
Olathe Northwest hasn't scored yet in this fourth quarter.
Take a look. Coming in, standing right in and taking that charge, yeah. Slidnard.
Christensen, good
take. Nice move by Christensen, knifing through the lane. 11-point lead, now you're just playing the clock.
Kerrigan will walk it across as we hit 5 to go in this fourth quarter. Shawnee Mission South trying to stay unbeaten on the season, move to 12-0 with a win. Kerrigan had his own miss briefly. It comes out and will stay with South as Thomas Burns returns. I haven't had the opportunity to mention it as Thomas Burns returns. A good assist to turnover ratio, by the way, is 3-to-1, 4-to-1 in the high school game. Thomas Burns has an assist to turnover ratio of 17-to-1.
Oh my goodness.
34 assists to 2 turnovers this year.
Yo.
Good move on the block by Connor Kerrigan.
Kerrigan with a nice move, but let's give Burns his flowers. Taking care of the ball and dropping off dimes.
Yeah, I couldn't believe that number when Brett McFall sent that to me, but that is accurate. 34 assists to 2 turnovers. That's otherworldly. Popick cuts it back to a 12-point game. Chance to make it 11. With 4:33, that clock is going to be a factor the rest of the way. Kevin Popick likely headed for all Sunflower honors once again this season. Told you at the top, averaging nearly 20 a game.
They have to step up defensively for Northwest. Not a lot of possessions left in this game. Shop is going to milk the clock, but you know they're not going to be afraid to shoot it.
And now a timeout taken by Brett McFall with 4:21 to go in this one. Shawnee Mission South in the driver's seat, and yeah, Olathe Northwest, to your point, they're going to have to get aggressive defensively.
They really are, trying to create turnovers, steals, something to try to get extra possessions as the clock is not on their side here in this fourth quarter.
Hey, don't forget, next week we venture back across the state line as North Kansas City takes on Winnetonka. Two teams that are starting to play their best basketball heading into February, and that is the time to play your best basketball. Michael Watson, you'll be there. Should be another good one on Spectrum News.
Absolutely. Going to be a good one, but this may be a good finish. Northwest, we saw them in the third quarter really come out offensively, show some life. Let's see if they have anything left in them. As we look near double team, near steal.
South hangs on to it for the time being. Ben Allen back into the game. Kerrigan trying to muscle past Lee, and a foul call on big J.J. Lee. J.J. Lee, as you might have guessed, does have college offers. A slew of NAIA JUCO offers, and a couple of JUCO coaches are in the house tonight.
Yeah, I saw Johnson County here tonight.
Allen doing a lot of running. And a chance for Northwest to get back within single digits. Need a bucket here.
Allen's defense.
Trying to deliver a bucket off the mark. He forced that one.
Yeah, forced that one. That was great defense from Allen.
Sauter on the block. Allen open look. He hits the deck. Kerrigan trying to keep it alive, and he does. Sauter will try now. Kerrigan again with the offensive board, but he loses it out.
Yeah, he tried to go through that wall down here at J.J. Lee. And Coach McFall is not happy, wants his guys to exercise patience. Time scoring possession when you're up 11. You don't need to force shots.
That did take off another 35 seconds of this fourth quarter game clock, though, and Northwest has only got 3:20 to work with. Popick. And now Lee spinning into traffic, and he finishes.
Man, you see flashes from Lee down low. Nice soft touch when he's not getting double teamed. Able to finish that time over the top of two defenders.
Back to 9 as we go inside 3 minutes to go. Eating a little bit of shot clock on this possession as well as South. Kerrigan forcing the issue into J.J. Lee. And there is the foul. That is the third on Gavin Popick. First free throw good for Burns as DeBon will come back on. A frustrating night for DeBon due to the foul trouble. Again, he's spent most of this second half on the bench. Picked up that third quickly in the second half. Picked up that fourth earlier in this fourth quarter. So back out there, and I imagine that McFall's just going to let him play it out until the clock hits 0 where he picks up a fifth.
Almost lost it up top. Got to get some shots up. Clock running down, not in your favor.
Popick giving off to Lee inside. Count it. No, they're not going to count the bucket.
Why don't they count that one? That was all in one motion, never took it back down to the floor.
Boy, and David Gonzalez is not happy with the call.
Take a look right here. Maybe they said he gathered himself. He got hit on the bump initially, but no continuation in high school basketball, so, you know, maybe that's the reason.
I don't know. You've seen a lot of similar plays just like that at the high school level, and a good amount of the time they give you the benefit of the doubt. Gonzalez continues to have a conversation about that call, presumably. Popick.
Nice left.
Finds a way once again to get to a spot, and it's back to 9 with 2:13 to go.
Yeah, you know Popick is going to have to take over for his squad. He knew that coming into this fourth quarter. He's coming in off the handoff to Lee. Sauter does a good job initially, then backs off. Lane just opens up.
He is a very skilled scorer. He's gotten to the spot multiple times tonight. He has been the offense tonight for Northwest in a game where they haven't gotten a lot of it. But this is par for the course for Shawnee Mission South. Don't know how many times I've told you, teams just struggle to scrape 40 together against Shawnee Mission South. That has once again been the story.
Yeah, you can see why. I mean, they get after defensively. And I think that's why Coach lets them play so free on the offensive end. He's like, hey, you go down here and do it on the defensive end. Offense will take care of itself. Shots are going to fall. And they play really free, really loose. But it's because of the expectation on the defensive end. As we take a look at the clock, 41-32, just 2:13 remaining here in the fourth quarter. South up 9.
I just confirmed a pretty crazy stat. Only one team has broke 50 against Shawnee Mission South. That was Aquinas. In the season opener, they scored 51 against Shawnee Mission South. That's an insane stat. There's a score, or there's a shot clock too, by the way. So
that's a steal.
Popick spinning.
Offensive foul, got him for the push-off.
Oh, wow. And David Gonzalez once again is fired up, and a technical foul has been handed out. Popick was angry about the call, and then he gets teed on top of it.
Take a look right here. Man, he didn't extend, though. I see why he's upset. Can't get a foul. He said that's crap and gets the tech.
And that could be a death blow for Northwest.
I think that's 5 on Pop.
Yeah,
that is 5. Wow. So you lose your best player just under 2 minutes remaining. Just lost his cool.
Another free throw is going to be coming for Ben Allen. And David Gonzalez still having a discussion. So is Brett McFall right now. Both coaches had a ref to themselves for a second there. And I'm not sure what the issue is.
Pop just hasn't left the floor yet. He's standing over there, so they give him a timer when you get 5 fouls. And so now they're calling him off the floor.
And here he does come off the floor, fouling out. But I don't know what there was to argue here after the calls have been made. But yeah, still getting this sorted out.
After you foul out of the game, you're allowed, I think, a minute to replace the player. But it has to start once the scorer's table starts the clock, so the official scorer has to start the timer. And I think that was the discussion. But Allen at the line, he'll knock down the first free throw. That's a big loss for the Ravens.
Because that has been the offense for the most part in this game. And now I don't know who you turn to if you're Olathe Northwest. Inside 2 to go. First things first, they got to get a stop. They forced a turnover on the last possession. Sauter. They're going to count, or they're not.
No, on the floor.
They're not going to count that one either.
Been pretty consistent with that. The foul's on the floor, they don't count the continuation. Good strong drive here by Jaden Sauter. They'll go to the line to shoot 2.
First shot good from Jaden Sauter. His dad, a former assistant coach on the Texas Tech staff. Not bad growing up under a coach.
Also a former UMKC assistant as well. Talking to his dad in the crowd sitting behind us.
I imagine you grow up knowing the ins and outs of the game.
Man, absolutely. Coach is a great guy. His dad's a great guy.
Lee trying to corral it, and he got fouled with 1:29 to go. Olathe Northwest running out of options here. As Lee can't find the mark. It's been a frustrating game for J.J. Lee, but I imagine you can take solace in the fact that everyone has had a tough game against Shawnee Mission South. And this is likely going to be the worst defensive matchup he can draw all season.
And it's just the way they play him. And you listen to Coach McFall right in front of us the entire game, telling his guys, dig, dig, dig. That means help off, double team and triple team J.J. Lee down low, and they've done that. Frustrated him tonight. The ball movement.
Wow, great ball movement. McFall with a fist bump, and he can feel it. Back up 13. And now a turnover. And Shawnee Mission South now is going to try to play keep away. As we go inside of a minute, looking like the Raiders are going to stay unbeaten. Sauter gives it away, though. Got to pull something. Christensen, an air ball. And Michael, for the 10th time this season, Shawnee Mission South will beat a team by double digits. They're going to move to 12-0. Same story, different verse. The number 2 team in Kansas 6A is going to stay perfect. Baseline, easy lay-in, but they're going to wave this one off with a charge.
We talked about the way they played defensively all night, but take a look at this fast break, the press breaker. The ball didn't touch the floor. 1 pass, 2, 3, 4, 5, a drop off for the dump. That's how you run a press breaker right there.
That is going to take us down to .3. I don't know if you can see it in the bottom of your screen, but Brett McFall was just pumping the fist after that gorgeous press break that put this one away. This has been one of his best coaching jobs. His team stays unbeaten, 12-0. Look, you look at the different publications. Some people have Shawnee Mission South number 1. The coaches have them number 2. Michael, this looked like a legitimate 1A or 1B in Kansas 6A. They dominate from the opening tip. A 46-33 win tonight. The Raiders look really good.
They're more than formidable. They're a serious team to make it all the way down and win state. Can't wait to see their matchup against Shawnee Mission Northwest, the other power in 6A. But they came out tonight and talked about it in the open. The way they play defense is phenomenal. Coach Brett McFall has his guys really chopping at the bit defensively, then offensively they're able to do what they want.
A 13-point win for Shawnee Mission South. They did not trail tonight. A wire-to-wire victory, and the Raiders are 12-0. (46-33) Shawnee Mission South, as good as advertised, 12-0. A dominant performance for the Raiders. And Michael Watson, I'll give you something to think about as the Raiders move to 12-0. Next week might be the most challenging week of the season for Shawnee Mission South. You talk about getting a test, you're going to get 2 in the same week. They take Olathe North on the 4th, and then next Friday, They take on number 1, Shawnee Mission Northwest.
That's going to be 2 great games. All 3 teams we've seen here on Spectrum News, we know they can go. But great job by South tonight, coming on the road to Northwest and holding them to 32 points on the night.
46-33, the second-ranked team in Kansas 6A absolutely looked the part. Brett McFall's team is perfect as we roll into the month of February. The games are only going to get better from here on out. March is suddenly coming into view, and Shawnee Mission South has got their eyes settled on Wichita. Still got a month left in the regular season, but the Raiders sure did look good tonight behind head coach Brett McFall. Another one in the win column, 12-0 for the Raiders. They stay perfect. We'll see you next Friday night.